Welcome to the Vault Percent Tool Assisted Speedrun. Here we're looking to complete the Vault bundles as fast as possible following the glitchless rule set. Now before we get started, menuing on TAS can be a bit disorienting and a bit flashy, so this is just an upfront warning. If you're super photosensitive, this video may not be for you. I've tried to optimize things in a way to reduce flashing, but once we hit floor 6 of the mines, you may want to look away as there's about a minute of heavy menu manipulation. I'll give a heads up again as we're approaching, and there are timestamps below to skip around. Alright, let's kick off the run. We start day 1 by manipulating a mixed seed to get a potato, which we want to get down as fast as possible so that it gets watered on the 3rd when it rains. We also pick up all of our furniture to block the parsnip seed pickup animation, and then we're sleeping until the 5th. We grab our parsnips and put the furniture back in place. We'll plant and water, and then we're off to the bus stop. Now for the vault, we need to complete 4 bundles and make 42,500 G. We're using the cart in this run, so we're going to be going with spring forage, spring crops, crab pots, and the adventurer's bundle. The seed, which is down in the description, was chosen to have all 4 of those bundles basically be free. The only things we need are a parsnip and a potato, which are now planted and ready to go soon. Today we're on a clock. We need to be back at the bus stop by 8 a.m. in order to trigger the community center unlocking cutscene. So we'll run down to the beach to grab our crab pot items while we wait. Alright, we're going to go touch the scroll and then we're off to the mine. We don't really have enough inventory space to carry all the items we need in this run, so we're going to drop off the spring forage and crab pot items here in the community center. We'll get them later. As long as we don't leave the game, they will not despawn. Alright, we're going to pick up a horseradish while we're here in the mountains from this cluster that spawned, and then we're heading to floor 6 of the mines. Now again, on floor 6, if you're photosensitive, you may want to look away. There is a lot of menu flashing. Now, at some point in a playthrough, you've probably been looking for artifacts by digging or bombing the ground in the mines. Whether you got an item and the specific item you got was based on global RNG. This global RNG updates every single frame for a variety of different reasons. Your character blinking, an NPC moving around, monster AI, and a lot of other ones. What we're doing here is systematically adding different numbers of RNG calls every frame by interacting with different types of menu elements. This manipulation is designed to set up the RNG state such that at the point of host strike we get a strange doll which sells for 1000 G each. This was all automated. I ended up writing a simulator and a solver to generate and execute these input sequences, and we're getting about a doll a second, or about 60,000 G a minute real time, which is crazy this early in the game. And we're done. All right. Here on the 6th, we're going to go out in water and sell our dolls and grab the mail. We do a little bit of step manipulation here to end the day so that it rains on the 8th. There's some resources in the description from Blade if you're interested in learning more about step manipulation. He goes into deep detail on the actual mechanics behind how it works and also how it can practically help or work in different runs. Now we have to talk to Demetrius, then it's to the traveling cart and the wizard. This is the first TAS I've done with a cart, and it's an interesting set of challenges. I think I still prefer non-cart or more source requirement type routing. It puts way less emphasis on finding the perfect seed versus, finding unique ways of getting items. In this case, I think the cart always ends up being kind of overpowered, because as you'll see here, I can complete all of these bundles really easily. I get all the essences for the Adventurer's bundle, I get an extra crab pot item, I get the 2 items I need for the spring crops, and we have everything in hand already. Now this is a headphone warning. As I leave the wizard hut, it gets pretty obnoxious. Shoutouts to Valiant Sun and Piano Addict. They were doing some routing, trying to think about chest exhaust leaving the wizard a couple days back. And it kind of gave me motivation for this sequence. I unfortunately don't have the inventory space to actually block the chest, and so instead I have to juggle it. Every time it bounces, I lose 2 energy, and I can bounce it every 3 frames. So it's still significantly faster than trying to use a tool to exhaust. Alright, it's the 9th. We're going to go harvest, grab 1,000 G from the mail from our dad, and we're off to the community center to turn in. All of the items we've tossed previously are right where we left them. We're going to avoid these crab pot items so we get a better vacuum on the spring forage ones near the scroll. In Glitchless, you can animation cancel after turning in a bundle to regain control of your character. This means we can overlap additional turn-ins while we wait for the screen to scroll around. And with that, timing ends on the flash. And that is the vault completed in 7 minutes and 32 seconds. This was a really fun run. I've been stuck in sort of routing and scope nightmare for a run for a while now, and so this was a much more fun, short, really mechanical run. I got to learn a bunch of new mechanics, like how frame RNG actually is getting advanced and how we can manipulate it with the menus. I ended up finding and fixing a desync in the music system that has been plaguing me for realistically like over a year. So it's just really been awesome to get this one out. And that's it for this run. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in the next one.